Russia has promised to respond to the expulsion of 35 of its diplomats from Washington, amid a bitter dispute over alleged Russian interference in the recent US presidential election. Russian Prime Minister Dmitry Medvedev said the outgoing administration of President Barack Obama was ending in anti-Russian death throes. The Foreign Ministry said Russia's response would be announced on Friday. Russia denies any hacking involvement and calls the US action ungrounded. Under the US action taken on Thursday, 35 diplomats from Russia's Washington embassy and its consulate in San Francisco were declared persona non grata and given 72 hours to leave the US with their families. Two compounds said to have been used by Russian intelligence services in New York and Maryland will be closed. Sanctions were announced against 9 entities and individuals, including 2 Russian intelligence agencies, the GRU and the FSB. Mr. Obama, who will be replaced by Donald Trump on 20th January, had vowed action against Russia amid US accusations that it directed cyber attacks on the Democratic Party and Hillary Clinton's campaign. Emails stolen from her campaign manager and from the servers of the Democratic National Committee, some containing embarrassing information for Democrats, were released during the election campaign through the WikiLeaks website. 18 revelations from WikiLeaks. Hack Clinton emails. Can the hack be traced to Russia? Tit for tat in the Cold War tradition. Analysis by Steve Rosenberg, BBC News, Moscow. Moscow has made it clear it will hit back. The Kremlin has promised an appropriate response to the US sanctions. The Russian Foreign Ministry says there will be Russian countermeasures. In the tradition of the Cold War, tit for tat is the likely reaction. That would mean Russia expelling a similar number of American diplomats. But Moscow knows that in 3 weeks' time, President Obama will be vacating the White House. America's new president, Donald Trump, has called for better relations with Moscow. He has nominated people for senior positions in his administration who are seen as friendly towards Moscow. Rex Tillerson, his nominee for Secretary of State, once received an award from President Putin himself. Will that soften Moscow's response, or will Russia hit back just as hard? Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova has denied a report by CNN that Moscow is shutting down a school attended by diplomats' children. She said it was a lie, that the Anglo-American school faced closure as retaliation. Reacting to Thursday's announcement from the US, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said, "Undoubtedly, commensurate reaction based on the principle of reciprocity will cause significant discomfort to the American side in the same areas." But he hinted Russia might wait until Mr. Trump, who has played down the hacking claims, became president. Separately, the Russian embassy to the UK tweeted a visual gag calling the Obama presidency a lame duck.